it turns out the hurricane passed us completely. Or did it? Let me check. Anyway, we probably won't get anything other than rain. We might not even get rain. But there's a new one. Right down where the other one was. So, they should probably just evacuate the Bahamas now. Too soon? Probably too soon. How do I... There we go. It's like, how do I make this bigger? So yeah, it's way past us. But it does look like it's getting bigger. Oh no, wait, no, never mind. It gets smaller and then bigger again. But is it... It looks like it's not gonna move. I don't know. Hurricanes are weird. And then there's a video, what else are we watching in the Atlantic? So you click on that, and it tells you about all the other hurricanes in the Atlantic Ocean. There's a tropical depression, and then a tropical storm, and then a whole other tropical thing down here, and it's Florida, so that's what you expect. Anyway, we're gonna switch over to mouse and keyboard. Nope. How did I do this again? There we go. Okay. So that's all there, and then this goes over here, and then this goes up. Alright. So we're here. Hi guys. Let me share the stream and get some people in here. This is not the right title. Time to punch things for a while is the title. I gotta type it again, even though that's never happened before. Okay. There we go. So it's this, that goes there. This is a cooldown, so it goes up there. Like soup is a stun, and that's where that goes. And then that's it. Okay. So we're level 14, and we're in front of the dye and glamour lady. And I'm hoping that by running a roulette, we will get up to 15. We'll see. So, I got these new headphones. They are HyperX, I believe. I'd have to look up. I don't really remember. They're HyperX headphones. And they have this little clip that they have. I don't know if you can hear it. I don't have my camera on, so you can't see, but get a clip. And it turns off the headphones, and it has surround sound. And it has a mic mute, and it has a microphone volume and a volume switch, which I find really, really amazing, because sometimes I'll be sitting at my computer and it'll be too loud or too soft. Like right now the game sound was too loud. I mean too soft, so I turned it up. And earlier I was watching Steven Universe the movie, and it was not loud enough, so I turned it up. And then I turned it down after the movie was over, and then I had to turn it up again. But yeah. But let me change layout too on here. The lightning gauge needs to be somewhere where I can see it. Not all the way up in the end of the world over there. There we go. Yeah, this character here is where you get the dye and glamour abilities from after you do a quest for... I'm gonna punch things. I haven't played with mouse and keyboard in a couple of days. I actually moved my camera back as well. I don't really like having the camera that close up like we had on the first, or yesterday's stream. It's too close. Monster Hunter World, I always put my camera far. I like to be able to see a wide area around my character. heist around. We're probably gonna have to do more than just that one. And I think I finished all of the hunting log up to level 20. Already, yeah. Should probably go kill things while we wait for the queue again. It gave me a lot, but not enough. It only gave me 850, which is pretty low. Let's just go over here and beat people up. Can't stop yawning, and I was not yawning before the stream started, so... Tank, hello? And this is level... This one here is level 16. So, I was gonna hand this in once this character hit level 16, but... Ooh, I should probably eat as well. Right. No, I didn't get to eat. That'll give me extra. That's a cute outfit for a Lala. Samurai Lala. It gives me extra XP. I don't have my lolly hose emote. I usually, on my main character, have an emote that says lolly hose. But I don't have it yet. I'm gonna have to get it as soon as it is available. But that's not gonna be for a very long time. Still not a lot. We should probably just kill some things. Grinding. I don't really like grinding, but once I hit level 15, I can do a dungeon, so I have a level 15. Yeah, that gave me... I think guild heists are still more though. Maybe not. It is increasing every time I kill something. If I kill something inside. So the bars are completely different. That's really good to know. That way I can set up the PS4 bar or the controller bar differently and be able to switch between them without having to worry about one bar affecting the other. That's really good. So I watched the Steven Universe movie. It was pretty good. I can't wait until the next season. It just made me more excited for the next season. It didn't really quench that thirst for that show. That show was really good. If you like cartoons, I recommend. I'm not like a crazy fan. Like, there's a lot of people out there that are absolutely crazy fans of Steven Universe. I'm not a crazy fan. I like the show and I'll watch it, but I'm not gonna go frying people because they have problems with it. There's a fade over here I'm headed to. It's a good show. And the music is hella catchy. You just fake that. Oh, I said well, sorry. That's alright. Take part in this fate, we should get to the next level. And then we can do a dungeon. And of course the level 15 quest. These guys are only level 10, so crap. Arbor buzzer. Man, I'm just getting wrecked here. Go away, Arbor Buzzer. Nobody likes you. Freaking buzzards, man. There's a reason they want you to be level 13. It just wrecked me. Alright, we'll bloodbath. And everything will be okay. Bloodbath heals you every time you use a ability. I gotta get out of this spot. They're spawning on top of me. I should level up in a second. That refills your health in case. So if you get really close to leveling, you can take a little too far. You know, not die at the level. This guy's up on a rock. Let's finish this fate and then we'll head back and hand in these two quests here. Freaking Arbor Buzzer, man. Because they're lower than my level, they don't have as much of speed. The fate itself should give me a lot of speed. Hello, you. Is this the last one, perhaps? Yep. Okay, we can head back over to this quest. I have a can of Coke. I actually drank 2 cans of Coke today, which is... And we went out to eat. I had a Coke there as well. I've been drinking a lot of Coke today. Coke is not good for you. So, yeah. Don't drink it. Anyway, we're headed over here to get, this quest handed in. This is how to glamour and how to... I don't know if we can open up the glamour dresser yet, but... I already had orange juice, so I didn't have to go buy it from the vendor as she suggested. Because I made it, because I'm a culinarian. And she's gonna teach me how to dye things. She's obsessed with fashion. Fits her very well. Ugh. Can't open this bottle. I'm trying to open this bottle and it's just like, nah. There we go. Got it open, finally. Numbing out a piece of candy. And we have one slot left. You're dying now available. We got our freaking 2 different types of orange juice. Now that I'm feeling double refreshed because this is the second orange juice you drink. Sorry, I'm eating delicious candy. I was like, I want a candy. Hopefully that'll keep me from falling asleep. Because it's been 20 minutes? We just started. Oh, she gave me a green beret. Glamour is now available. Glamour dressers in in-rooms are now available. Okay. So the glamour dresser is very important. To me, at least. So we can now head back to Ul'dah. We don't have retainers yet, but we do have the... Well, I don't think the glamour dresser will help me in this situation. Too much stuff. That's my problem. I can sell the bronze pieces. Really, that's it. Let's head to the Avenue Exchange. And sell some stuff. Hold on, I'm getting more comfortable. If you decide not to level a culinarian in your travels in Eorzea, you can just come here and buy some food for the extra XP. Per second. See? XP plus 3%. My bags are so full. I just want my retainers already, alright? I just want my freaking retainer. Oh my god. I don't have a problem, you have a problem. Okay. Hi! I am playing Final Fantasy XIV, which is an MMO. And it's a fantastic MMO. Where was I going? Okay. Oh, should I go to the Golden Saucer? I probably should. Let's go to the Golden Saucer. Our ship landing is. We're going to present a golden ticket to this guy here. I have a ticket. This guy in the Avenue gave it to me. Yeah. We're headed to the Golden Saucer, which essentially is the mini-game portion of this game. It's a game inside a game inside a game. MMOs are great that way. Yeah, let's go to the Golden Saucer. I don't remember this cutscene. Recently the newest expansion, Shadowbringers, came out, and it has popularized the game a lot more than it once was. It's very fun. You can play it for PS4 or PC. So controller or keyboard and mouse. It's true. That is a Final Fantasy thing. At the Golden Saucer, you can play Mahjong, Triple Triad, which is a card game that they've created um, for this game, essentially. I mean, it's a Final Fantasy thing. And there's mini games called gates all around every hour, well, it might be every 15 minutes, and then a big gate is every hour. And you earn Manderville points. What are they called? There's other things too. There's a lottery you can play. This is just the Golden Saucer. There's a whole nother game where there's battles and raids and story, and this is a huge game. It's massive. This game, this MMO, it's just massive. A lot of people have trouble coming to the story of this game because the story is very long for this game, and you have to go through the story before you can get to the end-game content, and a lot of people have problems with that. But if you are okay with reading, it's a very good story. It's a Final Fantasy story. You like Final Fantasy stories, you win. It's like 4 Final Fantasy stories in one game. I'm a big fan. The Manderville Golden Saucer. Also, there's a mount you can get that looks exactly like the Golden Saucer with the cactar and the little things he's holding, and yeah. Level 15, huh? It's gonna give me some saucer tickets. It's been a while, I'm rereading. City of Heroes. I heard that's a fun game. There's a lot of games out now. Well, WoW Classic just came out. Not into that, but it's out. This is your first visit. It's not really my first visit. Kind of a new character type visit. He's gonna thank me personally for my patronage. Hi, it's okay. You can't stay. Everything is good. Thank you for coming at all. Music is so catchy. I literally just... I don't know what it is about the Golden Saucer music that just... I just want to hum along. There's girls in bunny outfits. There's actually bunnies. But I'm a Lalafell, so... I'm extremely tiny. That's my entire goal in life. Just to be tiny and adorable. Look at that face! It's so cute. My other character's an elf. So I guess this is the quest where it tells us where everything is. A lot of reading, which I've read once before. Yep, the Manderville Saucer, or Gold Saucer points. They will give you some for a guild at the very beginning, and then you have to make it from there. Just in case. Oh yeah, there's also chocobo racing you can do here. I totally forgot about that. I can't do that right now. I don't have a mount yet. I'm only level 20, I think. It counts your highest job as your... Yeah, it counts your highest job as your highest... as your current level. So yeah, I'm level 20. I really had to think about that. Hi. Minion Square, Lord of Vermilions, it's where you can fight. It's kind of like a MOBA that you conduct with your minions. It's a pretty interesting game. I'm very bad at it, but there's a lot of aspects to this game and I'm bad at it. Not a lot, but a lot for me. I had to get the car mount, and I believe that was 100,000 of these points, if I remember correctly. So I've spent a lot of time here. A lot more time than I'd like to admit. Okay, so this is where you exchange gil for MGP. And MGP is found in your, I'll show you in a second once we get out of this. He's telling you about the card haul. So you're gonna exchange. Let's see, what's the... Is that all I can exchange? How many times can I do this? I know I can't do it for very long. So I have 200 MGP. Seems I can't go any higher than that. Can you go any higher than 100? Nope. It's making me go through all of it. I can. Okay. You're required 400. You can do that. 500. Yeah. Why won't it let me go 1,000? Let's try. I can do 999. Okay, so I can only get 500 from this guy. Okay. So then every day you want to do the mini cat pot. Oh my god, words. I guess we'll do this quest. But every day you want to do the mini cactus pot to earn more MGP in an easy, convenient way. He's gonna explain it to us. We don't know how to explain it, I'll tell you. It gives you a table of what numbers you want to get to reach the highest amount of MGP gain. And I think it's I think it's 5? No. Is it 100 to play? And it resets every day. Okay, what's that? Okay, this gives you more MGP. When you first get here, it gives you tons of MGP for free. Okay, so yeah, it costs 10. So on this table here, you'll see, this is the game. So you want to aim for 6, which is 1, 2, 3. You can hit 3, well you sign off 3 of them. Alright, this could be 1, 2, 3 here. So we're gonna pick this one because it could be 1, 2, 3. I could get like 36 of them, but 1, 2, 3, that's 2, nope. You can also scan over them and it'll tell you what numbers those were. So I got really unlucky and it was a 4, which means I only got 36. But it could have been 1, 2, 3, which would be 3, 4, 5, 6, which would have been 10,000. I've gotten 10,000 a couple times because I have no life and I play every day. Was wondering if he was asking for help. I'm always here to help. Okay, we got a 2 there. And a 4. So this is not gonna have 1, 2, 3. So this is 6 already. 7, 8. This is a 9 already. So at this point we probably want to get highest for like a 24. Which is 12 there. Let's go complete. Oh, we got 12. We probably should have gone this one. It's the same amount. Oh no, I'm dyslexic. can't all get winners. It's all a game of chance. God. Okay. Like this line. That's okay. We'll try again tomorrow. And we have 794 already. There you go. And these points you can hand in to get prizes. Of course. They have these cool weapons. Really cool gold weapons. So for glamour and stuff, these are usually not really for battle. You wouldn't actually wear them, you glamour them. And they're 100,000 each. They also have the Divine Shield of the Beast, which makes your shield invisible, which is cool. That gun is adorable for a level bow. They also have armor. A lot of it looks very creepy in my opinion, but it's here. Some of the chest pieces look cool. They have... That was only the prize exchange one. These are other weapons. This is a paintbrush, which is super cool. I like that. It's a book with a quill. That looks cool. It's a moon. And the clouds. They're all very aesthetic looking. And of course, these are different armor. I'm just gonna show you. Then, from the lady over here, and over here it gives you, actually we might actually try that. This is a new hairstyle that you can learn, and therefore change your hairstyle at the salon. Once I've unlocked that, which I haven't yet, I have the quest to do and I haven't done it yet. But as you can see, this is the whole huge golden saucer area. This is the jumbo cactpot, which is upstairs, which is a drawing like the national lottery system, if you're looking at that. This is a passion for fashion. It's the fashion show that gives you points. But yeah, there's a bunch of stuff. This is the triple triad. We're gonna head back to Ul'dah, but I like the golden saucer. I once spent a really long time here for a car. Poor Lansing's having an issue with the DPS queue at level 50. What was that? Showed a loud noise outside. Better not be a Sasquatch. I am not prepared. I like to watch creepy videos of things that are probably not real. Late at night, right before I go to bed. Because, you know, I didn't want to sleep anyway. And I watched 5 videos that might be real, but maybe not, caught on camera. And literally all of them were Sasquatch. Like, that's a Sasquatch. No, that's a Sasquatch. I'm like, none of these are Sasquatch. That's a man in a mask. Alright, we're gonna get Fists of the Earth, which reduces damage taken. Nice. It's gonna go make me fight toxic toads. Ugh. Make no mistake, lass. These toads are huge. I know. They were on my hunting log and I killed them already. But I still gotta go. He's still gonna make me go, isn't he? I know this old man. These toads hit hard. He wants me to bear the pain. Bear with the pain. Hit wild? Five frog legs? Ugh. Man. Gotta go kill toads. I just killed like a whole bunch of them. So yeah, I like to watch creepy videos of things that probably didn't exist, but you know, might exist. And today, the video was Sasquatches. And so I'm gonna jump at every noise that I hear outside. Because that's my life. I don't even think we're halfway through these classes. Well, maybe we are. Because we can get the Rogue, the Machinist, the Thaumaturge, the Gladiator, and the Marauder. So we've got 1, 2, 3. No, we've only got. We can't get the Machinist. So we can get 1, 2, 3, 4 more classes. And then all of these. But I'm hoping we can wait until after I get my retainers. To get the other crafters. Because my bags are full and I don't want to throw anything away. Hello. Goodbye. Yeah. He has yet to cast. I could probably just interrupt him. Nope. Oh, yeah, it did. I was like, I could probably just interrupt him. Interrupt! It didn't work! Panic. Immediately panic. God, they've got 2 legs. Why is it I'm only taking one of them? They've got 4 legs. I could literally just have to kill 2 of them. No. Soul Geezer wants me to freaking... How long is this? 12 minutes. Be able to finish the quest, man. More animal skins, huh? Good, I'm done. I gotta go back to the station up here. I could teleport, but that's a waste of gil. And I just used a lot of gil for MGP, so. So we aren't gonna do that. I think this was the original hairstyle I had. I wonder if once I unlock haircuts, maybe I can go to the new hairstyle that I've adapted as my own. It's a straighter hairstyle, and therefore it looks a lot more like my real hair. You made me get them just so that you could eat them. Fantastic. Cool. Why do you think they turned a blind eye? There must be a reason. Okay then. So I can see we will be doing not. Wasn't that the Lillifell that came to tell us about it? Always get your Lillifell, your treasure reports. Let's repair. And let's look. We're not gonna need that. It doesn't sell for that much on the market board. Let's see what else. That's what it sells. Eye drops, maybe? Making some room in my bags. They're just so full. He doesn't like the sound of it? I don't know if we'll be lying in wait for anybody. I think they're probably gonna know we're coming. This is not going to end well. Doesn't help our guild leader is a complete moron. So this is a duty quest, and because of that we won't be able to go in while we're waiting. So I guess we'll just wait for a bit to get into this dungeon. Waiting is how it all began. That is a really cool effect. The sand moving through. Ah, queues. They take forever. We're only halfway through as well. It hasn't actually told us a number, which is unusual. Usually it tells us what we are in line, but not today, I guess. was a scuff on the door, and it was really bothering me. Because of course it does. And I took a magic eraser and freaking pulled it off that door instantly. Now the door is white again. Fantastic, right? My life is just door scuffs and reasons to be annoyed at door scuffs. So, if you guys don't know today, Spyro came out for Switch, and I have pre-ordered it and will be picking it up tomorrow, and I am very excited. Even though I have it for PlayStation, I would like to play it on the couch in handheld mode. But I do have a slight problem, and that's the fact that my Joy-Cons freaking drift all over the place. So I'm gonna have to send them in for repair, which will be annoying, but... And I don't have a spare set of Joy-Con to use while they're away from me. But, you know, the sacrifices we make. Yeah, I don't have, like... If I'm gonna spend $70 on gaming stuff, I'd want it to be a new game and not freaking Joy-Cons. And I've heard that some of the new Joy-Cons don't have that problem. But the color they released for the new Joy-Cons is purple and bright yellow, and I hate it. I hate that combination. Why couldn't they make the Splatoon ones? The quote-unquote new ones. Splatoon would match my Pro controller. But no. I have to mess it up. Ah, there we go. Commence. We got the cutscene again. I wonder why. I've never gotten this cutscene twice. Is it because I'm on a different job? The first time I went through this, I was a conjurer, right? But it would be odd to have to watch it every single time I went on a new job. Let us go. This dungeon should get me a couple of levels. Dungeons give you a lot of XP. I shall go read and report it. New attack moves. Let's see, it is red. So if you don't know, that note in there is it tells you the pillar color. Are you really gonna go look at it? It's in the chat, it's red. That'd be the second time that I typed it in chat and they didn't pick it. It's red, I promise. Puggalists at this level are so slow. it doesn't really help until you become alone. And as you can see, that bar is just, I'm getting 2,000 per kill, which is just insane. Compared to the 800 that I was getting by killing my levels alone. I'm getting 2,000 per kill. Yeah, I find the Pugilis at this level really slow. I think my monk is just a monk at level 30. Or around level 30. Probably one of the classes that I've leveled the least. I'm hoping it'll get better. Because Black Mage definitely got better. I struggled to level my Black Mage even up to level 30. And then I was like, let me try it. I'll go to level 50. So I got her to, I think she's level 53 or 60 now. It's a lot more fun. But I leveled Arcanist originally, and that class was pretty much fun all the time. And White Mage is amazing. All the healers are pretty amazing. White Mage is just so fun. Waited too long. The clam spawns a little shade seeker. Stun, because it's a giant clam. It's got defense. I almost ran ahead of the tank. I thought he had run down there, but no. Leveling up so quickly. It's amazing, I love it. Kill the giant clam. Fucking spawn. No! You're really gonna punch it. Punching commenced. I'm so tired today. I ate a lot today, which I don't usually eat a lot, but today I ate a lot. So we went out. It's pretty good. I had a soup and salad. And then I came home and I had mac and cheese. And I had cheese for dinner. So I ate a lot today. 3 whole meals. I didn't finish everything down, but home with me like all the food I eat. Can anybody actually finish food at restaurants? Like, I can never finish food when I go out to eat. I legitimately just, like, always bring home a good portion of food. I'm sure normal people probably can, or maybe they can't, and I'm not alone. That'd be fantastic, because I can't finish anything. Just chatting about food. This dungeon's going pretty well. Like I said, I think Puglis is just so cute. I can't wait till we get her up to level 30. First, I won't be for a while. We got other things to level. And then after I level everything that's at 0, I have to go back and level the Archer, the Lancer, and the Carpenter, and the Leatherworker. Fun, it should probably go before all the crafting classes. We're gonna do this in a nice way. Gotta hit the inconspicuous switch. Wow, I cannot talk today. I don't want it. My bags are full enough as it is. The internet told me I'd get my retainer soon. So, if I don't, I will not have enough bags for myself to all the travelers. Scurvy dogs. It's a very pirate thing. And we've got a Reaver here. God, I'm gonna be level 17 at the end of this dungeon, at least. That's crazy. Actually, you know, we have 2 sprouts in this dungeon. I'm surprised. I don't think I've seen that many sprouts. Alright, this is a boss fight, so we're gonna want to go with the guys first. Captain last. These poor Marauders having trouble with the yes. Marauders are really hard at this level. So I don't blame them. My Marauder is a warrior, so it's level 30. It's probably wrong. My Paladin's level 57. Just hit a select button. Batten down the hatches! Batten down the hatches! Little parrot thing. Cudgel. After this, we're gonna hand in the Puglis quest and then report to the unit. Hopefully that will not get us over level 20. Or maybe it will and we'll do the quest. We'll see. I don't want to have to level up another character. Well, I will, because I only have 2 dungeons. So I will, before I get my retainer, have to level up another battle class. I haven't decided what I'm going to level next. I could level a rogue, or maybe a gladiator. I should probably level something that is DPS, like straight up DPS. Gladiator would probably be the best. Faster defenders, you know? The actions of the Puglis are pretty interesting. The animations are really good, even for a Lalafell, who's very small. And then, of course, the Grease Lightning effect. Shiny. go open the door over here. I imagine a gladiator lollipop would be pretty terrifying. It's kind of like seeing children in horror movies. Just see it running towards you, you're like, no! Lollipop are so cute. When they're mean, it just doesn't fit them well enough. Get the Shadow Reaver here. Such weird creatures. Children of the Corn, yeah. I mean, have you seen those eyes? Look at it. It's staring right into your soul. Right into your soul. Why does my iPad do that? I have my iPad sitting here, and sometimes Siri will just be like, hey. I don't have Hey Siri enabled, by the way. It just does that. It's pretty scary. As soon as we mention Children of the Corn. Next week is Friday the 13th. Oh, that's not good. That's not good at all. Yeah, the Lollipel are pretty creepy. They're tiny, but they're adorable. They're creepy but adorable. Because I mean, look at that. It's so cute, and her eyelashes are huge, and she's just adorable. But then you give her a shield and a sword, and she comes running at you gladiator style, and I can imagine that would be terrifying. Even probably Pugilist. Well, no. Pugilist is just punching. What else could probably be terrifying? Black Mage? Black Mage, Lollipel, probably terrifying. Because the Black Mage guild is all Lollipel. And it's just, it looks like a little cult. It's got little candles and all these little Lollipel in black robes, and they've got their faces covered and their hats, their big wizard hats. Yeah. I should show you the Lollipel Black Mage. It's pretty cute. I don't know if you can really play this game. But if you've leveled the Black Mage, then yeah. You've been Thaumaturge Guild. It's just all Lollipel with black eye patches. Black magic. It's certainly an aesthetic. There, we got some hats. It's funny, because in the world of Final Fantasy XIV, the Lollipel are just, they're treated exactly like a regular person would. Like, nobody... I don't think I've seen a remark where people are like, oh, you know, treats them like children, even though they're very small. They're just kind of people. But they're so tiny. They don't make anything custom for Lollipel either. You think if there was a race of tiny Lollipel people, there'd be like chairs that are smaller for Lollipel. But instead, no, they have to have someone help them onto the chairs that are our size. But there are so many of them. It makes no sense. And I don't want to say spoilers about the story, but most of the Lollipel are good, but some of them aren't. And they've got like their own bureaucracy and everything in Ul'dah. It's just strange. Every time I see a Lollipel, I'm like, okay. But I love them. They're adorable. And the ones that are in the story are really nice. I enjoy the Lollipel in the story. Like Tatharu is one of the Lollipel of the story, but certainly a weird race. I'm a fan. I can't think of the name of some of the black mages and the Church Guild that are cultists. That guild is obviously a cult. by candlelight and there are black books of magic everywhere, and you're like, yep, that book is definitely a grimoire. Yep. But that story, the Thaumaturge story, is so touching. It doesn't make any sense. It's like I'm walked into this cult and I'm signing up to be a member, but all of a sudden I have feelings. I don't know why. That is such a good story, the Thaumaturge story, until you get a total party. I really feel for those characters in that story. Oh, my mic is a little quiet. Let me turn that up, shall we? How's that? Is that better? I turned the DPI a little bit. I've tried to do sound checks, but because I sway somewhere between not loud and loud, it's hard. My voice is usually pretty loud, so. My voice is loud, so I usually keep it on the lower side. But I recently just switched to having multiple tracks in OBS for my audio, so I did a whole audio tuning thing then, and I'm sure I was off. There we go, how's that? Yeah, I turned the in-game sound up because in my original recordings, I couldn't hear it. Like, at all. I was doing, like, recordings to test. I could not hear the in-game sound at all. Like, I turned it up in my editing software, and it just would not... I just couldn't hear it. So I turned it up in the settings, but it might have been over the music. Poor Lansing's having issues. We got twin snakes. If I remember correctly, this, yeah, okay. We gotta move that over there. Because now now it's out of sequence. It's bugging me. It's gotta be in sequence. You should have seen how long it takes for me to get my hotbars up. Forever. It was coming through, but it was just really quiet. Like, if I turned it up, I could hear it, but, like, a whisper was very, very silent. Yeah, we didn't really do mechanics in this way. Oh my god, did you see that bar of XP? Wow. I don't know why I'm getting these cutscenes again. I've done this dungeon and the quest for it. But it is the first time on a Pugless, so now I'm not. So happy. Yeah, it's adorable. Who wants it? Tank was good, he's a sprout. Probably need him. I need those. Take them and away with you. I got a player commendation. Oh, nice. Let's do this, Yeah, the Lalafell's like, oh, I should be excited now? Okay. This is the Pugless level 15 quest. That's... probably not good. Oh, hey, that's the Lalafell we've been looking for. I'm not the Lalafell you've been looking for. He totally is. Yep, he is. Yeah, this is not gonna be a nice reunion, isn't it? Is it? What is the meaning of this? A pox on society. Well, that is a way of putting it. We're gonna hold him accountable? We just found him. What is he doing this for? I have questions. We're just gonna beat him up? I would like to have words first. Apprehend the smuggler. Wait! What? I would like words, please. Oh, okay. He's just gonna leave. Bye-bye. He's adorable, by the way. Silver hair and, like, blue eyes. I'm dead. Lalafels, man. Look at this star. She's just, like, tanking everything. Do they talk with their fists? I'm not quite sure still. Who just healed? Who healed him? Did he just say have no fear? Yeah, have no fear. I don't think it matters who our teacher is if we can't beat this dude's up. So I'm switching between Opopo form and Twin Snakes. It's giving me another buff. It's gotta be 3, right? All of a sudden these marmots are like, hey, I heard a battle. Let's go, guys. What the heck? They're both buffing, but that's also giving me buff. So I should only use Twin Snakes once that buff runs out, right? Theoretically. Puggless. We really should have just spoken with the guy. Like, hello? What the heck are you doing there for? Explain yourself. Instead, no, we're like, let's punch him. Apprehend him. That's just a nice way of saying let's punch him. Let's. Take that. This is taking forever. Yes, come back and kill this guy. Oh good, we did it. Never played Final Fantasy XIV? It's a really good game. I enjoy it quite a bit. This is my second character. I've made a new character just so I can level up again. A lot of people complain about the leveling in the story, but I've made a new character so I can play it again, so I think you can guess my stance on the matter. But there will be trouble. Don't make me laugh. You're being fooled, all of you. What? He's the Guildmaster. Who's feeling who? What in the world are you talking about? Yeah, she's a little confused. I was in the wilds training alone. This is... See? All we had to do was speak. A marmot? Oh my god, did you see the way his ear was? What the heck? When you saw what? A marmot? What's wrong with his ears? Every time he walks, it's terrifying. He's talking to a marmot. Oh, he's awful at this? Cool. How did he get this position? As the Guildmaster. It's a marmot. Sir, Cool. So is that why you turned to a life of crime? Because your master was an idiot? But we knew that already. He's a moron. We knew this. Why does that turn into drug trafficking, dude? He's lying all the time. The marmot is a master pugilist. Yes, indeed. No, the guy laying on the ground is the Puglist Guildmaster. I don't know why he's the Guildmaster, he's an idiot. Who can't fight. But you could pick up signs from that before you even figured it out in the story. But why does finding out that the master you've been training under is an idiot, why does that lead to drug trafficking? That seems to be a huge leap. Ah, okay, he just got old. So he was good at one point, but now he's so old he can't. He's just an decrepit old man. I feel sad. I mean, did you ever turn to drug trafficking because you had a bad manager? That seems like a leap. I mean, just because he... so he was once a good guild leader, but now he's old and decrepit. That, again, old age does not seem like a reason... Like, you didn't even ask for his reasoning. You just left and became a drug trafficker. Like, alright. That's not an excuse, sir. Why don't you kick him out of the guild? Like, why didn't you tell anybody? There. I have questions. Final Fantasy XIV logic. So once we hand in this quest, we're gonna go to Mione and hand in that quest, and probably pick up a new quest to go to a dungeon. Another dungeon, but we won't be able to do that on this character because then we'll out-level where I want to be. Hello. I've been doing some thinking, yeah. But you didn't turn to drug trafficking just because you figured out about the master. He meant us no harm. I mean, he was good once, but now not anymore. He's old. He did take you in, yeah. He took both of them in and raised them from childhood. Like, they were both orphans living on the street. They didn't have any food. And yet, okay, so he was lying about how strong he is now, but he was once strong. That's why he became the Guildmaster. He's not in any condition to fight. That's why he became the Guildmaster. He retired. I mean, you can't regain competence when you're not competent. Rekindle his fighting spirit. My Lalafell's like, I don't think that's how it works. He was a prize fighter. Like, it's not like he wasn't... He's just not good now. It doesn't make any sense. Okay, so he's gonna teach me... She? Oh, I'm not sure. Defensive cooldown. I learned Fists of Earth. Oh. Darn it. I don't know. So from what I've figured out... Okay, well... From what I figured out, let's trash these. So he took them in, and he was a prize fighter, and all of this. There we go. Okay. And he was really, really a good fighter. And then he just became old, and he can't throw punches like you used to when you're old. So we're gonna use return to go to Gridania. But he has been lying about being able to fight. He can't fight anymore because he's old. When they said when you joined the guild that he had retired from being a hero and being an adventurer to run the guild. Retirement to me means you're too old to continue on with what you were doing. Right? Some people never retire, they just work until they die. Some people don't. That's life. Life is pretty strange, isn't it? Your foray into the deep craft was a success. I didn't expect anything less. You've made a habit of succeeding. I don't think that's a habit. Mother is impressed. Oh, thank you, Mother Mione. Yeah, pretty much. That's exactly what he did. Which doesn't mean he was lying. He was good at his job, and it was a tough job, but now he's old. Everybody gets old. It's not something to fault him for. It's not a reason to turn to drugs. Don't do drugs, kids. I'm literally an old person. I'm like, you darn kids and your unfathomable circumstances. She's got a teapot over here. I never noticed. No shortage of work for able-bodied souls. Just come. More adventures? True. Hey! Don't blame the healer. Healers got tough jobs. I know, I'm a healer. He bolted out of range before I could finish the spell. That's usually what happens. I'm gonna be honest, that's usually what happens. One time I had a tank run from the beginning of the instance as far as he could, and then scream at me after he had the entire instance attacking him, "Why did you let me die?" I'm sorry that I couldn't heal you over the entire instance. We're only like level 40. I can do that at level 80, not level 40. It'll be too soon if I ever see your faces again. Goodbye and good riddance. That's when the black mage leaves the group. He's like, bye. Hate you guys so much. Black mages. This is a very stereotypical job. But I never liked you. You know that, black mage. You know it. I only suffered you for your healing. But you couldn't even do that one thing right. You brought this upon yourself, yeah. The bard always has to be as vicious as possible. Aww, she carries around his head? That's creepy and sad. Yeah, Final Fantasy XIV is not like WoW in that way at all. When you go into a dungeon, people are welcoming, kind, and they don't care how long it takes. If you're new and you say you're new, they'll teach you, even if it takes an hour. That's why I like Final Fantasy XIV over WoW. And I just recently quit WoW. I'd say 3 or 4 months ago. Aww. Aww, that's so sad. Her tank died and she carries around his disembodied head, which is creepy. But it's just because she's mourning. It's very sad. So Classic WoW is back. I don't know if you know. I'm not really into the Classic WoW scene. I really, really like how Final Fantasy XIV, when I first started playing, I got an FC. They invited me out of the blue, and usually if you get invited out of the blue to a guild in WoW, they keep you for a little bit and then they either kick you from the guild for no reason or you don't really make a connection with them. But these FC people, or Free Company, which is a guild in Final Fantasy XIV, were so open, loving, understanding. We get to know each other. We became friends. They help me when I have issues. The whole community is like that. It's crazy. I've been playing WoW since the end of Wrath of the Lich King. My entire guild left. And I know these people, like, we're friends on Facebook. Like, I have known my guildies for years. And my guildmaster, this is kind of my breaking point. My guildmaster said this: what's the reason of running a guild, running a raid, waiting for people to get on Tuesday, and running with these people when I can get through a group that's already done it by doing it randomly with people in the party finder? That's literally what he said. There's no reason in the game to do it with a guild. There's no sense of community, and that's why I think I don't like BFA WoW currently at all. There's no sense of community. Level up again. Really need to go to the I really need a retainer is what I need. But yeah, I could honestly talk all day about WoW and how it's disappointed me. I loved that game to death. I loved WoW so much, and it's just such a shame. I got into the beta for Battle for Azeroth, which is the current WoW expansion, and as I was playing through it on the beta, I said, oh, this system seems like it needs touching up, but this is beta. I'm sure they'll add more to it once it's live. I'm sure that this is not the final product. I'm sure there's more to it, and there wasn't. So that was me just blindly believing that there was more content when there wasn't. That was all they were. When you went into beta, you got everything in the beta. You got up to the end of the story, and there was nothing there. It was just the story in the end. Yeah. Well, it's gotten much worse. It's not just gear score anymore. It's also, there's no sense of community at all. Zero sense of community. Absolutely none. There's no reason to be in a guild at all. Unless you want them out. And then once you get the guild mount, you just leave. Because there's no reason to... You know what I mean? There's no reason to even be in a guild. That's why my guild stopped playing together. They would all go on and do it on their own time. So, like, my guild master, he set aside Tuesdays to raid with us, but it wasn't the most convenient time for him. He preferred to do it Tuesday during the day, but a lot of people work, so he waited until nighttime on Tuesday. He didn't want to wait anymore for us sometimes. So he would go Tuesday during the day, and then he'd be doing it for no reason Tuesday night. And it's not like he's one of those people that only play one character. So he would just not... Oh, sorry, hit the microphone. He would just not raid with us. And he is our raid leader. Like, we needed him to get us together. And slowly over time, that's just what happened. Everybody played during their time that they wanted to play, and that was it. You know what I mean? We stopped being a guild. We started being a group of people who talk to each other sometimes. Our guild chat was literally a glorified chat room. That was the only reason why we were in the guild, was because it was a chat room. We could talk to each other. And we were friends. Like, I knew a bunch of my guildies in real life. But there was no reason to even hang out anymore. It was really sad. I miss my guild. Rip my guild. Final Fantasy XIV has a lot more community feel to it. Even though it has the same features as WoW. You can instance for dungeons and stuff, party search. It's got those features, but nobody uses it. It has a sense of community. Pretty amazing. Okay. One of the also things that I super love about Final Fantasy XIV over WoW. So, when I started playing in World of Warcraft Lich King, I watched BlizzCon every year. Every year I would get excited. I'd watch BlizzCon on virtual ticket. I would get so excited. But after Chris Metzen left, it was no longer Blizzard. He would come on, Chris Metzen would come on the stage, and he would tell you how much he loves what he does, how much he loves their games. When he announced Overwatch, you could tell the feels that he had for his game. And then Chris Metzen left, and you could see the people on stage were not excited about their video game. They weren't in it. They didn't have heart in it. Yoshi P, who is the director of Final Fantasy XIV, when Shadowbringers was announced, came dressed up in cosplay to announce the new classes, the new jobs for Final Fantasy XIV. He came up in cosplay as a gunslinger. He loves this game. He plays it just like everybody else. So when he sees something that needs to be fixed, he fixes it. Community feedback is a huge part of this game. I should just teleport. Why would I run? Why would I run? It's free. But yeah, that's also one of the things that I'm really enjoying about this game is the community cares. Yeah. They did that. That is the thing they did. It's really sad, isn't it? Overwatch was going to be really good. You could just see when Chris Metzen walked on that stage and was talking about his characters, how much he loved his characters, how much he wanted us to know the story. You know what I mean? You've seen that kind of love and passion from a game developer. And I watched the beginning part, the introduction to this year's BlizzCon. It was so devoid of any feelings or love for their games or their players. Absolutely devoid. Yeah. The bags are full again. I just want a retainer. I don't have a retainer yet. Retainers are like banks. Wow. They're characters that you make that do things for you. Because I'm crazy about Final Fantasy and I stopped paying for WoW, I pay for an extra retainer, which is like an extra $1. So I have like 6 retainers on my main character. The one bad thing about Final Fantasy XIV is that none of these cutscenes are voice acted. You have to read them, which a lot of people don't want to read. But Shadowbringers was so good. The current expansion of Final Fantasy XIV was universally acclaimed. The story is amazing. Even high-tier raiders for Final Fantasy XIV wanted to pay attention to the story. Which is really hard to get them to do. Yep, I'm lending this guy my aid. You're gonna tell me my mission. But yeah, I stopped playing WoW and now I'm at Final Fantasy 100%. I've tried a lot of MMOs, a lot of different MMOs, and Final Fantasy is just the one I keep coming back to. I feel the love when I play it. I feel the passion that the creators have for it and the love of the community. And when you go in and you have a bad person in a dungeon, they don't actually like rally behind him. They defend whoever he's attacking. Like, it's amazing. They have a great community. I've had a couple of bad encounters in dungeons, And it's usually after a big influx of people leaving WoW. I'm gonna be honest with you. I think WoW over the years has just facilitated such bad community. Especially after Lich King. But yeah, Final Fantasy comes highly recommended by me. I love this game a lot. Like I said, the one problem is the story. It's very, very long, and a lot of it's not voice acted. Once you get through that, you get up to Heavensward, which is the first expansion. The story is fantastic. You want to read it there. Well, that's what that RuneScape game was gonna be. That RuneScape sandbox game that they never got off the ground. They had a beta for it and everything, and it was gonna be a world exactly like that, where an MMO where you could build, and it was almost a vector type building system where you could have a house and a plot of land, and you could go dig underneath, and you'd have to dig underneath the earth to find the raid bosses. But they trashed that entire idea. There wasn't enough people interested in it. It was pretty interesting. I did pay for the beta, but they trashed the whole system. There was gonna be community building, like a community center where you could take community buildings and stuff. I don't remember what that was called. It was by the people who made RuneScape. I don't remember. It's been so long. It's been like a year or two, maybe even a little bit more than that. That was gonna be interesting, an interesting MMO, because it was gonna be an MMO, but they ditched the idea entirely. And then they originally had this sandboxy MMO, and then they changed it to an MMO with a creative mode, where the creative mode was a totally different game server, and then they trashed the idea entirely. That was the story of that game. I should Google it after this cutscene. So this is the Copperbill Mines quest. We gotta actually go to the dungeon. You can't just queue for it. Later in the story you can queue for it, but you're there anyway, usually. Hello. No. It's not, there was no ships at all. There was no, it wasn't Sky Island or shipbuilding, like, there was no water, I don't think. It was, like, very mountainous. I'm gonna have to Google it after I'm done talking to this guy. There are giants in that mine. Well, I'll be. Space engineers? I don't think so. It doesn't sound familiar. Best of luck. Okay, let me Google this. Oops, I hit the microphone again, sorry. It's usually when I'm typing. No, it was not this one. What it linked me to was Stellar Dawn, and that is not it. There's a crafting system as well. It had really cartoony graphics as well. God. was canceled, so it's gonna be hard to find it. You know what I mean? They've kind of removed it from the internet. Who is the people who made RuneScape? I've played RuneScape just a really long time ago. What? Gen X? Developed... I think it might have been under the RuneScape title. Cancelled games. Stellar Dawn. That was the one. The two cancelled games were Stellar Dawn and Transformers Universe. But that is not the one I'm talking about. It was a RuneScape game. That was cancelled. I gotta figure it out now, otherwise it'll bother me. It's gonna bother me. Oh, maybe it's... Yeah, it might have been EverQuest Next. That's it. Yep, that'd be it. Yep, here it is. You're so right. I'm so glad you told me. It was gonna bother me forever. You have no idea how much that would have bothered me. Yep, release canceled. Yep, it was a sandbox MMO that was canceled. Yep, originally when they announced it, they said it was going to be an MMORPG with building, crafting, and digging, and that you'd be able to dig down and kill raid bosses. And it's canceled. Thank you so much. That would have bothered me all night. You have no idea. I'd be tossing and turning in bed going, what was that name? What was that game? I don't remember. Yeah, I bought into the beta for that one. So it sucks that they canceled it. I was really excited. Where are we going for this quest? All the way up there? No. Well, that is a quest I can hand in, but... It's right there. I'll just teleport there. That would have bothered me all night. I'd be tossing and turning in bed going, oh, what was the name of that game? I don't remember. I think I actually have videos of me playing that game on my channel. My channel's pretty big. My channel's been up for a while. I'm kind of curious now if I have videos of me playing that game. Where's the search function? Nope, I don't have it. I probably didn't upload it. Nope. Damn, I didn't upload it. That sucks. It would have been nice to look at those videos. Be like, hey, this game was canceled. I remember recording. I wouldn't have put it anywhere else. I probably just didn't upload it. I used to do that all the time if I didn't think the game was good, like, would run well enough. I would record a game and then not upload it. Thankfully, Final Fantasy XIV runs great, as I've been streaming for an hour and 45 minutes. I don't know if I'm going to do this dungeon, because dungeons usually give me 3 levels, and I'm trying to keep all my levels uniform. I'm trying to get to level 20 and no higher. So. Stay well away. What? You're the adventurer who volunteered to quell. Yeah, I volunteered to go in the pit of darkness and despair. Yeah, there be giants in there. Only a couple, though. So once you talk to him, you can leave. I think we're actually going to do some smith quests. Smith quests are training, essentially. but they give you XP and gear that you can use. Let's go. Hello. He's gonna brief us on what to do. You are the sharp end of the spear. I've never quite heard DPS explained that way, but alright. Inflict as much damage as possible while keeping your own skin intact. Yep, I got it. Can we go? You cannot just attack whichever enemy you please. This is also one of the reasons why Final Fantasy XIV is a very kind community. It's called the Hall of the Novice. And in the Hall of the Novice, you are given essentially a tutorial on how to play your class with NPCs to teach you how to play. There's a healing, a tank, and a DPS role. And once you've completed all of them, and once you've reached a high level on every single class, every single type of class, so if you have a tank, a healer, and a DPS at max level, you can become a mentor. There's other stipulations as well, but once you become a mentor, you can go into mentor chat and answer questions from the novice chat. There's a mentor roulette where you go in and teach novices how to play. There's this whole reward system that rewards you for helping other players, which was implemented very well and is a really good system. But you can avoid the mentor system altogether. You don't have to be a mentor. I'm not a mentor right now because I don't have a max level tank. That's the only thing I'm missing. My tank is level 56 and not level 80. Once I do that, I can become a mentor though. He will become available to me, and I will, darn it. But yeah, I really like that system, and it's a really good implementation in Final Fantasy XIV. I think it really helped build a nice community. But I'm doing a leveling challenge, quote unquote, on this character because I have another character. And this character, my goal is to level everything together. So the classes that are available to me, I'll be leveling everything up to level 20. And then, since this is the main class that I started with, I will hit level 30 with this class and then go back and level all the other classes to 30. So I'm doing a leveling challenge on this character. You normally wouldn't level this way. Normally you take one of your jobs up to a much higher level and then learn all of the other jobs whenever you felt like. Say you get bored and you're like, oh, I want to play another class. And then you go. And once you've been playing for long enough, you'll have all your classes maxed. I mean a really long time. I play a lot, and I don't have max on everything. Actually, I need to go over to my other character at some point. I'll probably go before the stream ends. I need to take care of my retainers. Like WoW has the mission table. You can send your retainers out to gather supplies for crafting and stuff. I wish this dude would stop talking. Yes, let's go. He cycled back around. Let's go. I'm ready. I'm ready to punch things. I'm gonna go around it, hit him in the butt. It's leveled me down to level 15 for this. Dude just this poor guy, he's got 3 on him. I know, I'm hitting you. He's explaining while I'm battling that there are different, for ninja specifically and Puglist, I don't have them right now because I'm a low level, but depending on where you hit the enemy, gives you massive damage upgrades. Dragoon as well. There's a lot of classes in Final Fantasy 14. But Dragoon or Lancer specifically has a lot of positionals. Mostly melee. Once you learn them, it becomes easier. Oops, I clicked on the rolls too fast. It's alright. It's gonna give me some boots. Hopefully good boots. I gotta change this hat back. I don't know why it keeps recommending me something that doesn't give me extra XP. Does that give me extra XP until level 25? So I'm gonna keep using it. Because leveling is such a big thing in Final Fantasy XIV, it's really annoying when it takes away my recommended leveling equipment. I don't know, should I do the dungeon? It's gonna level me past where I want it to level. How serious am I about this leveling thing? Pretty serious, considering I've gotten this far. And I leveled fishing to level 20. Who does that? Me. Just only me. No one else. See if there's anything we could go sell. I could probably sell the ethers, honestly. I don't want to sell the potions. Look at all the fish I have from fishing. Time to grind, yeah, I think I think it might be. You read my mind. Let's go. I'm gonna hand in this quest up here, Forging the Spirit. Because it's a meld quest. And melding is important in Final Fantasy XIV. That's like gems in WoW. So are you not interested in playing classic WoW now that it's out again? Now that there's an official server and stuff? I know somebody who's playing it, and the queue times are ridiculous. I log on to their computer and log them in to wait in a queue around 9 o'clock in the morning, and it's not finished when they come home at 1 from work. So that's a thing. I don't know how he can still continue to play it, but whatever. Immense my learning, yeah, I guess. I mean, how are the queues for you? Because like I said, I queue him up 8, 9 o'clock in the morning, and when he gets home at 1 p.m., it's not, he's still in queue. It's crazy. No queues for you? It's probably just the server that he picked then. But he's already leveled like 23, and I don't think he wants to change servers. So I can do materia now, which is fine, I guess. But yeah, some of the queues are ridiculous on some of the places. I finished my entire hunting log. I can't do that for XP. See if there's any quests around here. I think I did all those quests. There's no quests in there. I did all the quests there. Well, we're ending the stream, so I'm just gonna port back and go on my other character. Because I have to do my roll roulettes. Let me go on OBS and stop and start the recording again. There we go. because I don't need to record. I'm making this character into videos on my channel, so I'd like to make it separate. Yeah, I don't know if you watched the Warp Zone here on YouTube, but they made a whole video about WoW Classic being back, and that was essentially the synopsis of that video was, should I do this again? It's such a big time investment. And then my question is, Classic WoW was great. Everybody says how great it was. But what do? They're never gonna add to it. Classic WoW is just gonna be Classic WoW forever. So there's no rush. There were people who got to level 60 already. There's no rush. Like, it's not going anywhere. You know what I mean? That's just my opinion, though. I probably don't get it. I probably don't get it. I play Final Fantasy XIV a lot. A lot. Probably more than I should. This is my character, by the way. I have her all glamored up in a nice looking sweatshirt. Or sweater. A comfy looking shirt and some nice pants. I have a lot of maxed classes. The raids might be a unique situation. How so? I've heard that the raids have already been cleared. From what I've heard. I don't know what they're doing with raids in that sense. Should I level my paladin or something else? I wonder what I should level. Let's level the red mage. It's fun and interesting. Actually, let's do an expert roulette. I'm gonna run white mage because that's what I've been enjoying healing on lately. But then we'll level some red mage, which is pretty fun. 3 tiers of waiting in WoW. Okay. Yeah, I didn't play in WoW Classic. So you're gonna have to explain to me. I know something has been cleared as far as rating goes, but I'm not quite sure what. Ragnaros, maybe? Yeah. So Moltenkorn and Nixiana. Don't worry, I'll be... This is an expert dungeon, by the way. It's 2 DPS, a healer, and a tank. We're gonna be running to the end, probably. Because this is an expert, so... Blackwing Lair is tier 2. Okay. And I remember the gates are the one that isn't in WoW anymore, right? One of the things I love about White Mage right now is they have so much utility. My tanks literally never die. Max Ramus. Yes, I played in Lich King. That's when I joined my first guild. So I started leveling before then, but that's when I got my first guild and started doing dungeons and raiding. Oh, that's interesting. Why? Why didn't they change anything? Seems like something that they should have done. The music in this dungeon is just smooth jazz. With a nice piano accompaniment. It's perfect. The music in Final Fantasy XIV is perfect. Actually, I gotta go back to my house as well. I have a... trying to furnish my house currently. That's one of the things that I got when I got my FC. One of my FC members gave me their old house because they wanted to upgrade. Probably stay out of that. Okay, so it's not really finished, but what do you do like after then? Like what happens after people complete that? It's just a whole bunch of other people completing that? I should be doing GPS. But I'm mostly listening to our conversation. We're fine. Alright, you're just gonna stand in that samurai? The samurai is like, yeah, I'm not moving. You're gonna have to deal with me standing in that. But I mean, look at the damage he's doing, that's crazy. We killed that guy so fast. Okay. Oh, don't make you burn. I ran the wrong way. Especially when I'm reading chat. Yeah, they're making the best of the game. But like, what's the concern? So that's a concern that someone might do that, right? But then what do you do after that? Is there like... So they're the best in the game. I guess it's just so hard to get to that level. Yeah. Woo! All that damage. We're good. Yeah. White Mage is so full of utility. That's why it's fantastic. Actually, it's Tuesday. I can raid. You interested in seeing raids in Final Fantasy? I can do raids. It's kind of like Raid Finder level. I'm going for Pants, I believe. Let me get my tokens. Unlike WoW, Final Fantasy 14 still has tokens. I need 7 of these to get the weapon, and 1 more of these to get Pants. So, Final Fantasy 14 rating is... The loot is not the same as it is in WoW. It's not random. There is random loot you can get, but you can also buy stuff. Every time you clear a specific raid, you get a token. You roll on the tokens and hand the tokens in for gear. It's solid and not as random. It's fantastic. That's also one of the reasons why I switched to Final Fantasy 14. I'm not raiding with my FC currently, but that's because we don't have enough people, I think. We do old raids and stuff. I got a horse from doing the old raids. I'm actually only here for the tombstones. I need... These are the Phasma Fantas... Oh my god, that word. I need more of these tombstones, and then I want to hit the cap for the week. I forgot it was Tuesday. I forgot it was Tuesday because my school was canceled thanks to Hurricane Dorian. Thanks, Hurricane Dorian, for canceling my college classes for me and making me forget what day it was. Final Fantasy VIII Remaster? Did that come out today or yesterday? Yeah, I'm gonna raid right after this dungeon. I forgot it was Tuesday. It's like Raid Finder level. There's Savage and there's higher levels. I'm just gonna do it on normal for the tokens. I went away for a friend's wedding, so I'm kind of behind in my numbers. I don't think I'll be able to do Savage for a little bit until I get my more gear. I mean, I could do it now. My gear score's high enough, or my item level's high enough, but yeah. Mostly negative on Steam? Why? Wasn't there a change that they made late in the game that nobody wanted them to make? Yeah, it's hurricane season already. Dorian avoided us completely. It stayed over the Bahamas for like 3 days, and then I'm on the Gulf Coast of Florida, and it just like, it was just like, yeah, you stink or something. Bye. It avoided us completely, and it's like a category 2 now. It was a category 5, but. Whew. He breathes gross stuff. Stay out of his face. Why is it mostly negative on Steam? Did you see? Right now, I am a white mage, so I'm a healer. There are 3 healers: Astrologian, White Mage, and Scholar. I leveled up Scholar originally, but I like White Mage better. It feels better to play, like a ton better. I have a bunch more utility than I did on my Scholar. And I hit harder. Oh! Oh! Okay, well. This machinist was just like, nah, I'm not moving. Good luck! I could Asuna to take that off that guy, but it's not doing a lot of damage. No point. It's just an expert roulette. It's only the hardest difficulty of level 80 dungeons. We're fine. I don't need anything from this dungeon. I just need the tombstones. Every day, the tombstones reset, so you get tombstones from doing the expert roulette. Ooh. That sucks. I saw footage of it, and that's why I wasn't interested. I have a Switch that I buy games for like crazy. A little bit too much. And the graphics on my Switch look better than the graphics that they presented for that game. I'm gonna play Final Fantasy VII Remaster. Remake? Is it a remake or a remaster? That game looks fantastic. I'm a big fan of graphics. I like cartoony styles that aren't that hard to remaster, honestly, though. I need to move closer. Don't move the mobs away from me. I'm casting Holy. Yeah, Final Fantasy VII is a full remake. Yeah. I don't really like older style graphics. It's just a personality quirk of mine. I'm not a big fan of older style graphics. I like things that look pretty. I like the old the cartoony style of WoW, even though it was old. Like the classic graphics, they still look good. But I saw the Final Fantasy VIII remake, whatever they just released, and I didn't really like the graphics. They look almost very angular. Like there's a high polygon count, or a low polygon count, I guess you could say. Everything looks like it's made out of polygons. Like you can separate the polygons. Oh, this is gonna hurt. Oosh. I think I just pulled aggro there for a second. Yeah, when you use up all your lilies, you get this huge damage. Big damage. It's pretty fun. Yeah. I'm sure they'll remake it eventually, like Final Fantasy 7. I will play 7 when it comes out because it looks so good. I mean, it's pretty sad that they just kind of made it look a little bit better and then made it run the same. Square Enix has had so many wins recently that I'm surprised they actually got a negative. Dragon Quest Builders, another Square Enix game, was so good. Oninaki, or not Oninaku, that came out. I played the demo of that. That was really fun. It's like a hack and slasher. What are we? We're on the final boss here. I'm gonna go do some, not savage, but regular normal rating. Eden rating. The set that I'm currently wearing now is the healer set for Eden. There's not that many people that have it on because of the flame. Except the head. The headpiece is a piece I got where it's just lilies from an event in spring. Yep, Dragon Quest Builders is a Minecraft style RPG, and Dragon Quest XI is a full RPG that is literally crazy. I was talking about Dragon Quest Builders 2. That's a Minecraft style RPG, but there's also Dragon Quest XI, which is also fantastic. The demo for that game is over 10 hours. So if you have a Switch, download the demo, you get 10 hours of gameplay easily. I'm not gonna... Alright, you want me to sit up? You don't want it? I got it. Those are DPS things. Ups. This way. Woo! You almost died. Shouldn't have run through that. Music is so good. Battle music. Yeah, it's pretty fun. Dragon Quest Builders 2 is really fun. I think I'm like, I could say a couple hours. I'm not as far as I want to be in the game. I bought it when I was on my trip, which is great for bringing on trips with you. Go, big damage. I did 1 damage, holy crap. Yeah, I play a lot of cartoony games. Like I said, Dragon Quest Builders 2. If you like Minecraft style games, that game's perfect for you. It's fantastic. And it's got a story. It's not an MMO, it's just an RPG. But you can play with your friends. I mostly use it on trips. Like I went up to New Jersey for a wedding, so... Oh, okay, look at that. No, never mind. I got lucky. Yeah, thread the needle, exactly. A little bit of panic. I don't need any of these items. Sorry for making the way to think of them. Oh, I got all the player commendations. That feels so good. Everybody gave me a flamethrower commendation. That's fantastic. Alright, let's go do some raids. Those are trials, or raids, Shadowbringers. We'll just queue for all of them and see which one gets first. It's late, so it's gonna be a little bit. Yeah, right? Actually, he did. There's a whole story around that dungeon. But, yeah. We totally... Our samurai, that samurai we had in that dungeon had fantastic damage. You don't even need a DPS meter to know. And I'm miraculously out of Coke. I shouldn't have drank that. Bring my water bottle to the front. I should probably change my title. Yeah, he was standing in a lot of stuff, which usually would be a sign of a bad DPS, but he didn't stand in everything. Like, the stuff that could kill him, he didn't stand in. The stuff that did damage to him but wouldn't kill him, like got to half, he stood in. Because he didn't want to lower his DPS. Samurai is really fun. It's a bladed warrior. And one of the particular combo moves that you use, you can't move for. I think it's called Susujin. Actually, you can check, right? Yeah. Where's my samurai? Here it is. So, you have these combo abilities that build up to this ability, Meikyo Shisui. Shisui, that is the correct word. And it's an overtime ability, so you hold it to cast it, like it takes a while. You know what I mean? Because it's a combo move. So you do first this combo, and then this combo, and this combo, and then you let go. See, 3 sen, they give you sen bars, and then you get that third one, and it is a cast time. So that's why he didn't want to move. I know why he didn't want to move, but I still will shame him for not moving. That's the way it works. I'm really enjoying, this is the new level 80 White Mage staff. It's so freaking pretty. Look at that effect. And you just get that for leveling to level 80 as a White Mage. It's so cool. I should probably head to the Crystarium. Oh, never mind. Alright, so this is the worst one, in my opinion, or the hardest one. So maybe not the worst one, the hardest one. Oops, I hit the microphone again, I'm so sorry. Black mages. Okay, so Black Mage is probably the class I don't like to play the most. Their cast times are really long. This expansion, though, they've been given a lot of mobility that they didn't have before, and therefore they're a lot better. They have an ability called ley lines, which they can lay down. They can jump to another player, and they can jump to their ley lines. So this is the hardest boss in Eden. And this is on normal, not on Savage. On Savage, there's another phase to this. Savage you can queue for as well, but no one queues for Savage. You go in as a group. No one queues for it. It's like queuing for heroic raid in WoW, which people do now because they're so easy. You don't do that in Final Fantasy XIV. We've got a frogman here for some reason. Alright. Gonna wait for that to pop. Our machinist is doing pretty well. No, this way. Why are you running that way? What? What? Why are we over here? That's the rock that exploded. What is happening with this group? Knock back. That was close. I should have angled it wrong. Ah! Okay, no, this is the front. Ah! No! No! Oh, good, he made it. All the healers panic, suddenly he's full health. Take that. I love that I have a big damage ability as a healer. It's pretty great. Okay. That one's gonna get bigger soon. Go specifically over here. Ability on that tank. Looks like we've got a couple of people who haven't done this in a while. Alright, this is motorbike, or whatever this is called, ATV. You don't need to mod it, in my opinion. I can show you the HUD controls. Everything is customizable. Literally everything. I can change this bar any size. These bars are all custom over here. All of the keybinds are customizable. It looks the same, but it's like transparent. You can even change like the opacity and everything. Ah, freaking hit the mic again, sorry. I'm using this new, usually I use my my snowball mic, but I'm using this new headphone mic, and I keep freaking hitting it. It's like right next to my chin. I was like, I'm not running over there, that's not happening. Everybody ran over there, I was too scared. It's like, I don't want to die. Tank that went down. Oh my god, did you see that tank damage? Oh, I feel like a little girl. Okay, that was close to the edge. Alright, this is front road, so we're gonna get front of it. Motorbike is side, this is front. There was a lot of people that died to that, wow. Yeah, the tank's new. I had a feeling there was somebody who's new. That tank up. Okay, well. Everybody must live, so says I, the healer. Oh god. This is the worst part of the fight. Everybody's going down. Can we recover? Who knows? Alright, are we in ATV mode? No, sure. Back to first mode. Yeah, you were on the side, exactly where you're not supposed to be. Wow, I was on the side. Yeah, you're not supposed to be on the side. You're supposed to be in front of him. Oh god, okay. You're good. Totally smooth. You're gonna want to stand here and then wait until it explodes. And Okay. This has been a crap fest. I haven't seen a fight do this bad since the first week it came out. I have no mana. It's just not good on so many levels. I can't DPS, I don't have any mana. I gotta wait until Lucid Dream comes back up. There we go. Alright, he's gonna go ATV mode, so we're gonna run on the side of him. Then we wanna run over to the side. Woo! And we're gonna wanna do that multiple times, and as you can see, people have already fallen off. And you can't really heal at this point. Just run and hope you make it. Let's get the tank up. I'd really like to get the healer up as well, but I don't have Swift Cast. Please live, please live, please live! This has been a crap show, obviously. Oh my god! It hurts! Everything hurts! We're fine. Everything's fine. Don't panic! It's the first thing they tell you as a healer. Don't panic. What am I doing? I'm panicking. Alright. We've stabilized. Everything's good now. This is... Okay, well, we're gonna want to go over here. Middle. That. The other tank died. And the other healer got him out. I'm honestly surprised we're recovering. Okay, that's close. Well, I should probably benediction. Just benediction at this point. Alright, so you want to be in front of him. Not on the side. That tank's gonna die again. Yep, there it goes. He's gotta like break the mold and be different from all the other people that are around him. I don't. Yeah. Alright, the other healer got him. Didn't even cast anything. Oh. Kill him! It's 18%. Die, die, die! Come on. We've also got 3 LB, which means a DPS can shoot him for a lot of damage. If only they would. Cannot heal him, he's out of range. My palms are sweaty. This tank is dead again. I guess he just doesn't understand this mode. Oh, God. We did it! Holy crap! Woo! Alright, Hida did not die once, even though he's a Dragoon. Stereotypically, Dragoons die. I can pass on the chest and the minion because I have them already, and the gloves. I'm gonna need on these pants because I need pants. 97% is pretty freaking good. Yeah, I got the pants. Okay. You can actually get 2 pieces of loot in this one. So I got the weapon. So next week I'll be able to get my Eden weapon. And I can get my pants. That was crazy. That one was crazy. Holy crap, that one was crazy. Alright, let's go to Yomor and pick up that. Yomor is where you go to get your tokens. Exchange your tokens. I want my pants! I did all that work. So yeah, the HUD, if you want to look at the HUD layout, is entirely, you can move anything anywhere. You can change the opacity. Like say you click on this one, you can change the opacity, how big it is. Like this is the transparency settings. You can change how many blocks it is. You can change everything. It's completely customizable. If you continue, your unsaved changes will be lost. Yeah, I don't want to move anything. But yeah, it's crazy. You can move everything. Change anything the way you want it. I have it set up the way I like it, but everybody will be different. It looks messy, but it's organized. I like organized messes. You should see my room. Okay, we're gonna want to go here, and I want the healing breaches. Yes, please. Sweet. 446. Perfect. And that matches so well. Now I have all of my other healers leveled, so I'm gonna go apply that as well. And I want to reapply Glamour, so you hit it again. Okay. Yeah, the pants are not glamored in mine. In the White Mage. Yeah, I have a lot of buttons. These are all... You can go in here and hit gear set lists and change to whatever class you want from this panel, but I don't like to do that. I like to have the buttons all over here so I can change to whatever I want over on this side. Like, I have a random minion just hanging out over here. I was like, I like this minion. I'm gonna put him on my bar. I have an emote. This is the emote I was talking about earlier, the Lollyho emote. Lollyho. That's what I say every time I get into a dungeon. Because I'm looking like that. Yeah. But you can literally change everything. So I just did that one, so we got 3 more to go. This one is my least favorite, so let's hope we don't get that one. Inundation. It's Leviathan. I hate him. I hate the Leviathan. I always mess up in some capacity, I feel. So I have all 450 animal bulk gear. Now what I can do is I can go into Savage and Savage Eden, so what I just did, but Savage level. And I can go into there and get these books to upgrade the items that I already have. So like it'll upgrade them to 470. That's the upgrade path. But there's also different ways to upgrade your gear. There are 2 other dungeons in here called the Dancing Blade, the Crown Immaculate, and the Dying Gasp. Those you can do on Savage, as you can see here. The Crown of the Immaculate and the Dancing Plague. You can do those on Savage and get the gear from over here. Titania and Innocence, these are the 2. You get these tokens from that. And this is the gear you get, 450. It looks completely different. As you can see, this is 450 as well, but it's completely different. And in order to upgrade that, you go into the Deep Shadow gear and you have to get the light tombstones. Yeah, it's a mess, but that's how you upgrade everything. So even if you don't get the drops you want, you get the tokens. And if you don't get a token, if you get no loot in that dungeon, you don't have to wait a week. You can go in and kill that boss again and roll for loot again. You can keep rolling until you get loot, which is awesome. I love gear not being random. I remember playing my druid in WoW and going, oh, I gotta wait another week. This is a white mage staff. That is such a pretty staff. This is a crafted staff, actually, I believe. Because it's a green 450. And you can actually craft 450 item level gear. So I'm really just in the basic 450 basic gear. But I was away for 3 weeks, so. And also doing these is giving me these tokens, which I need to upgrade further. It seems pretty complicated, but it's easy once you have gone through it a couple of times. I started playing in not Shadowbringers, it was before Heaven's Ward. It was in between Heaven's Ward and Stormbringers. Is it called Stormbringers? God, I gotta remember. Yeah, I don't like random gear. I hate losing out on gear because I'm not high enough level. Or not because I'm high enough level, but because I've done it already that week, so I don't get gear. Yeah, that's no fun. None of that's fun. Tokens are more fun. You get rewarded for doing it, and then you change it into your loot. Alright, this is Eden Prime. I think this is the second one. It's not as hard as the other one was. That was the 4th one, so that's pretty good. And again, there is a harder difficulty, which I might delve into eventually, but for right now, because I have, I've gotta ask my guild about materia and melding, and when I do, I'll get in there. When I figure that out. Oh god, okay, just keep following me, that's fine, I guess. Probably the one thing that from Classic WoW doesn't translate into Final Fantasy XIV is when you see someone you know their prestige. Like in Classic before you had like transmog, you can see someone and you go, oh my god, look at that dude, he's got that weapon or whatever. That's probably the only thing that I miss. Because you have Glamour, you don't really see what they've done. Yeah, the randomness is so ridiculous that it's because things upgrade. That's why I've been harping for the past like 3 minutes about how amazing tokens are. Because things can upgrade. So I at one point got a trinket that was better than gear in like the highest rate I could do from a dungeon. For no reason. Just because I did. just because it was random. And everybody was like, oh my god, your trinket. It's so good. But like, yeah, but I just did a dungeon for it. It wasn't like I did a raid for it. It like literally means nothing. I got over here way too fast. The edge there, broken. The edge, the glowing edge, kills people. So you don't want to get too close. I've died from that, I think, the first time I did this, I died. This is just easy crap. Yeah, exactly. And in Final Fantasy XIV, you can tell when a player is good if you look at them and look at their gear. But you can't actually see it on them because of the glamour function. Which is probably the only thing that I don't like about Final Fantasy XIV, actually. Why don't we go over here? Is there a reason? Oh, yeah. I was about to say, why don't we go over there? I'm usually over there. I'm never over here. This is such a weird spot to hang out. I usually go over there. Whatever. Max focus, even though I really don't need it. Because this is just evil crime. Oh my god, you have to kill him at the same time. What the heck? Why did we not kill him at the same time? Holy crap. Okay, he's dead. Thank god. Cutscene. ZCZ. Cutscene in the middle of a boss fight. Only Final Fantasy. I think there might be a quick time event for this, or not quick time. You just like have to hit the button to stop the spawn, the stun. Yeah, right? How to be good at Final Fantasy. No mechanics. Do things. It's funny that you say that, because you're not actually supposed to have DPS meters in this game. A lot of streamers do, and as long as you don't tell someone, hey, your DPS sucks or anything like that, they usually won't penalize you. But if you have a DPS meter and you're talking trash about someone's DPS and they get upset, they can ban you for having a DPS meter. For being rude with it. If you have a DPS meter, you shouldn't mention it, and you should just be nice and tell them maybe they should work on their rotations. A lot of streamers and YouTubers have it for Final Fantasy XIV, but those are the rules. You can have it as long as you don't say anything mean. No one's really gonna get upset. But you should be nice to people. I know that's such a foreign concept on the internet, but okay. Make me run out too far, folks. It's hard only because you don't want to move too far. Because, like I said, if you get to the edge, you die. So it's an instant kill. Like that guy. He ran into the edge and he died. Yeah, black market DPS meter, essentially. You're not supposed to have it. You can, but as long as you don't say anything to them, no one will really care. But if you do, they get mad. It really would be. It's funny how foreign it is for people to be nice to each other. Like, people on the internet just don't get it. So, there's this girl on Twitter, and I try not to go on Twitter too much because the hate mobs live there. But there's this girl on Twitter who tries to promote positivity, and that's pretty much her thing. Her thing is to say, you know, you shouldn't do this to people, be kind and stuff like that. And they literally attacked her for it. Like, they, like, dogpiled on her like crazy. Like, how dare you, you know, stuff like that. They went nuts. They went nuts. Which to me is just insane, but our tanks did really good there. Alright, what do I need? Alright, so I have everything for my healing set. Now I should probably aim for something for my summoner, which is my DPS that's at max level. So we'll work on belts and stuff. We'll just work on belts and bangles. Belts and bangles. Okay. Pass. Okay. Yeah, right? Press F to pay respect. Yeah, she had a bunch of videos up about how everybody should be kind to each other, and if someone is being bad, to calmly explain to them why they're being bad, and, you know, stuff like that. And she just literally got told to go die. Like, that's literally something someone said to her. I can show you my summoner, since I got an item for my summoner, so I got 2 bangles for them. Let's switch over to summoner. Now, summoner was really lackluster. This is the gear, by the way, for summoner. I didn't change it. This is so 50, 60, 70, and 80 all have specific sets for that class that is supposed to bring about the feeling of that class when you wear it. Kind of like legacy class armor. And this is the summoner class armor. It's alright. I don't like the shoes. I kind of feel like an elf, but, you know. It's okay. And all of them have these horns on them, which looks pretty cool in this set. We have, so these are summoners heads. But there are also, let me get this bangle and then I'll go outside to a dummy, target dummy. That was War, and I am magic. Alright. So we can get 2 items here. What is my lowest? Oh, I need a ring. I need 2 rings, actually. 390, for earrings, and then... Alright, I need a ring and a bracelet. Or, no, a ring... Should I get earrings or a necklace? I definitely need a ring, so we'll get that first. Bracelet of casting, ring of casting. Okay, and then I will get earrings. Sounds good. Okay. That. There's also Bard. If you liked, I don't have my Bard is not max level. My Bard is level 74, so 80 is max level. But I do have a Bard, and he's pretty fun. My Bard is pretty fun. And also, there is a secondary thing with Bard that you can do. If you're into music, which I know a lot of people are. Some people aren't. But these are all the weapons, not weapons. These are all the instruments that you can perform with. And you can literally play music as a Bard. Yeah. If I had sheet music, I could actually play a literal song, but I don't have any sheet music and I don't feel like finding it, so. But yeah, there's literal freaking, the summons are pretty cool, but it's not the summons. I gotta go downstairs. Glory Gate, I think it is. It's not these summons that follow you around that are the cool part. Mount not available in this location, really? Where is the target dummy? Yet another striking opportunity. There it is. I've yet to do this quest. It's a level 80 DPS quest. It's a targeting dummy quest. Where's this quest go? Is this on the way out there? You can't actually play MIDI files. So I played MapleStory 2 for a while, and the thing about playing a MIDI file is there's no talent in it. Like, you can't go, oh, that person's really, really good at playing music, because it's just a file that you put in. In Final Fantasy XIV, if you hear someone playing good, it's because they're good. They're skilled at it. Because you actually need to press the notes and play the instrument, which I thought was really, really cool. I liked MapleStory having the music as well, MapleStory 2. I thought it was really cool, but instead of learning how to play, all I had to do was bring the file in, and then I could play whatever I wanted. Okay. So just talk to him and, yeah. I don't know which one I should do. That one, maybe? I don't remember which one it was. Mapping the realm, Calusa. Okay, so this is the target dummy. And, there's a whole section with chocobos. So, with your chocobo... Where is... Companion, there we go. There's talents and skills that your chocobo can actually have. You can change his appearance. You can dye him a different color. You can change the outfit he's wearing. He's got like all these stats and skills and stuff. There's a whole section of like breeding and raising chocobos. Mine is named Henry. He follows me around. Okay, so let me show you some of the big summons, because that's really cool. And then we have Bahamut. Hi, Bahamut. Yeah. Every time you attack, he attacks. He looks super awesome. There's also another big summon. Let's see if I can get him. I'm not very good at the new summoner. They made a lot of changes in Shadowbringers to the summoner that I'm just not there for yet. I'll get there. And there's my Phoenix. So, yeah. There's the Phoenix summon. He's new in Shadowbringers. He's pretty cool. I like him. Yep, now first. I am so not gonna beat this training dummy. Not at all. They changed the whole way Aetherflow works. Which I know there's a button to refresh, but I'm not quite sure what that is. Why does it... Yeah, it's held for review for some reason. So as you can see, I'm not clicking. I have an MMO mouse, which I freaking... Sorry. What's happening? But I have an MMO mouse. So this whole bar is 1 through 10 on my MMO mouse. This whole bar is control, left control, and 1 through 10. So I hold down the button and cast it. I failed the trial. No. That's fine. Do I get sent back? Do I leave? Okay. Yeah, I love my MMO mouse. So this bar is shift, hold shift 1 through 10, control 1 through 10, and then just 1 through 10. And these are the clicking buttons. I click these. Which is not preferred, but they're like things you don't want to hit by accident, like limit break. You don't want to limit break by accident. Or like shift cast and res. Not stuff you need right away. Like I'm not gonna lolly-ho. I'm not gonna need it in a fight. So Summoner in this game is kind of like a warlock, an affliction warlock. There's a lot of debuffs, so you want to apply miasma and bio. And Rune 3 is your main filler. Then you also have Tri-Disaster, which is for AoE. It afflicts the targets with Bio 3 and Miasma 3. There's also Addle, which is another overtime debuff. And then there's Energy Drain, of course, which gives you 2 Aether Flow, which gives you all of these abilities, which you can only use when you have an Aether Flow stack. So this is the AoE Aether Flow, and this is regular Energy Drain. And then, of course, there's also Fester, which is overtime again. And then Pain Flare, which is a big DPS. And once you get there, these are the AoE abilities. These are the pet abilities here. And then once you've used Dread Worm Trance, you can Death Flare and then summon Bahamut. And then after you've summoned Bahamut, you can summon the bird. Right? So you summon Bahamut and then you do the same thing, except you summon him again, you'll get the bird. The little phoenix. But yeah. Summoner is pretty fun, but again, I'm not a DPS main. It's very warlock, yeah. It feels like an affliction warlock when you play it. Yep, that's exactly what it is. Bard is completely different. Bard is very buff heavy. You have, these are all DPS. From here to here is single target, and then I have this procs, and then this is all AoE from here to here, and then the sprint, which I have 0 on all my bars. And then these are all buffs for myself, procs, and then these are all buffs for my party. All of these. Bard is very buff for everybody. Let me see if I can find a Fate and I'll show you some Bard stuff. So Fates are stuff you find on the map, and that's another way to help level. A lot of people level through Fates. I've been doing side quests to level up. I'm gonna summon Henry, so I have a tank. There are no pets. Summer is the only thing with pets. So, start it with Heavy Shot and then go... I can't use the dummy on my Bard because she's not max level. That's the AoE, and then this is the single target here for the proc. And then treatment arrow. Back up here. it's mostly a proc heavy. It's very proc heavy. And then of course there's songs, Wanderer's Munette. This is a heal buff. Proc again. You want to have straight arrow up at all times. That gives you a buff. See here, straight arrow. So I usually start out with that, and then this is a poison. So you want to have those two up, and then you're just free to DPS like crazy. Wanderer's Munette also gives you damage. There's a long list of things that it does, Pitch Perfect and stuff like that. It's a level 52 ability, so you don't get it for a while. I'm not applying my buffs. I was working on raids. Yes, you kind of distracted me a little bit. That's okay. Leveling is there's never a bad time to level, especially since I'm in this XP bonus phase. I'll go back to what I was doing when I'm done. I was doing my raids. Because even though I wouldn't do a raid with my summoner, I would like to get the gear for her because I can use the casting gear for other classes once I level them. We're having a chat while playing Final Fantasy XIV. I literally love explaining things in Final Fantasy XIV for someone who hasn't played before. It's one of my favorite things to do. Spread the love to this game. Oh no, we got a forlorn man. Where is she? Over there. Stay over there, okay? Probably gonna wanna not die to this. It's perfect, please. Thanks. Killing some hatchlings here, no big deal. I've been really enjoying my dancer as of late. It's probably the class I've been leveling up the most. My dancer is a DPS, not a support. A lot of people wanted them to be a support, they're not. Yes. But honestly, I prefer it that way. They took a lot of things away from Bard to give to dancer. Usually there's a lot more people around, but it's 12:30 on a Tuesday, so... Yeah, the hatchling's all ganging up on me, but since this is a level 70 fate, I should be okay. I'm level 74. I've been kind of waiting for the rested XP to go up a little bit. I ran completely out of rested XP. So you see the blue bar in my XP bar all the way down there? That's my rested XP, so it's gone up quite a bit since I started waiting. Oh, okay. Stop. No need to follow him, Henry. He will disappear. Henry's like, don't worry, I'll get him, boss. Okay, Henry. Poor Henry. Okay, let's go do my raids. I can't apply glamour plates here. Because I'm out in the world doing more. I went back to the main city. This is the Crystarium, the level 80 Shadowbringer city. We're gonna do more raids. Okay. So we did Resurrection, that was the first one. We've got to do Descent now, and the one I hate. Once you get loot from them, you have to wait until the next week, so... There is a little bit of waiting, but not much. I'm gonna end the stream after I'm done with my raids. So I've been streaming for 3 hours. But it's still, I mean, I'm gonna do my raids first, so. I giant bottle of water, just makes this really loud, hollow water noise. It's my life. But yeah, fates are fun. There's a bajillion ways to level, because there's a million things to level. Like, there's even crafting and gathering classes that all have specific things. This is a very, very in-depth. These are just battle classes. These are all of the crafting classes, and they all start at level 1. And these are all the gathering classes, and they all start at level 1. Gotta level everything. Oh my god, I saw someone running around with that mask earlier, and I was like, where did they get that? Weaver crafting. Weaver crafting. It's like a little, God, what do you call it? Well, it's supposed to be a dwarf mask, but it's so cool looking, so funny looking. There's a white one. These are better looking. So many dwarf masks. Why did Squeenix think we needed those? It was crafting with it, so it was this one. Yeah. That mask is so silly. That mask is ugly. I like looking through all the things that you can craft. I like that hat. That goes with it real well. Waiting the 5 minutes. I need to stop doing that. Holy crap. How's that, better? Nobody touched anything. I have seen Detective Pikachu. I thought it was an amazing movie. So good. Deadpool as Pikachu. That was such a good movie. I saw it in theaters, and I enjoyed it quite a bit. Alright, this is the one I hate. So we'll see if I die. Because I usually do. Let's go. Somebody pull. Molly-ho, my friends. I hope I don't die. I hate this place so much. Yeah, I know. I really, really liked it. Did you play the, either Let's Go, Eevee, or Pikachu? Even though people said it was really easy, it was really nostalgic for me. Because that was the first game I played. It was Pokemon Yellow. I played that game. It was so good. So, but the movie was so much better. Detective Pikachu was fantastic. I want a sequel, like, really bad. I want to watch it again. I have to rent it. I say no to this. I hate this fight so much. I did enjoy that game. It was very nostalgic for me. A lot of people, either liked it or you didn't. It was Pokemon Yellow, so I liked it. And it was fun to actually throw a Pokeball. That's the part I hate. Right there. He destroys the platform. I'm usually in the space because he can destroy this or that. I'm usually in the one where I'm in the middle and we died. Rip us. Not only does he destroy the platform, he also pushes you around. And that's why I don't like that thing. But yeah, it's kind of childish, but I'm a big fan of Pokemon, so I bought it. I got the Eevee version, because obviously. I was really sad I couldn't evolve my Eevee. Yeah. That was not the right place for that to be, but this guy's DCing. You can see the little red icon. He's DCing, so he couldn't have run that somewhere. Umbreon. I'm a fan of Umbreon. I couldn't tell if that was the one where you wanted to run or... This is the one where you want to avoid. I'm so afraid he's gonna knock that platform down. I've died to that more than once. So I'm just gonna hang it out over here. Like, if you knock that platform down, I'll be over here in this safe space. Oh god, no! He's gonna push us back. Make it. Okay. Okay, now he's gonna destroy the platform. Okay. We're good. Yeah, Umbreon is so good. That design, and the shiny version of Umbreon. Death. The shiny version of Umbreon is amazing. It should be the ultimate Pokemon. We don't need legendaries as long as we have shiny Umbreon. No. Flower bomb. That was close again. first time in a long time. I haven't had a problem. I hate that fight so much. Should I start collecting? No, right? I still need more stuff for bangles. Wow, that is a really sad roll. I guess I'll roll on gloves. Oh my god! 13? Ugh. Ugh. My rolls are so bad. If I don't get anything, do I want to roll on legs? With rolls like that, I doubt I'll get any loot. But I need 4 legs. I don't think I can get... Because I can only get this one and the next one. No, that was the fight I hated. That one that we just did. The next one's pretty easy. Okay. I actually got a bangle. It's a miracle. I can't believe with a roll of 13, I got a freaking bangle. That was wow. Oh no, I got gloves. I thought I rolled on a bangle. I did roll on gloves. I won the gloves. Okay then. Yeah, inundation is my least favorite. The Leviathan. He knocks you down, he knocks the platform down, and it's not always really visible as to when he knocks it down and how. So that's why I hate that. Yeah, I got real hype, and then real annoyed. My rolls, man, it was not good. We got one more, and then I'm gonna head to bed. And then I'll probably stream tomorrow morning, because I can't stream tomorrow night. And then I might stream the morning after, or I might take a day off, and then I'll be streaming again at nighttime. That's my stream schedule. My days off always change, so. I should probably go repair. That's probably something I should do. I haven't melded for White Mage in a while, so I'm not quite sure. I wish there was a repair all button. Because there's a repair all for every category, but it's not enough. I just need to hit repair all on everything on my personal repairs. Yeah, I was streaming on Twitch, and I wasn't getting any people to, like, come in. And even though I had almost 100 people that were following my channel, no one, I figured out that no one was notified when I would go to stream. No one. Not a single person ever got a notification that I was streaming. So that pissed me off. And then they've done a couple of other things to other streamers over the years that I disagreed with. And I know when you stream on YouTube, it goes to the top of your subpage. That's where it goes, and that's where it stays. So I was like, why am I streaming over here on Twitch and gaining an audience over here on Twitch where I already have an audience on YouTube? And even though we're like I have a small audience, it's not like a huge audience, but I like to have people come in. Since I've been streaming on YouTube as opposed to Twitch, I've had more activity, more people coming in to say hi, more people talking to that I've seen before. Like, people coming in and saying they were notified about the stream and seeing me at the top of the sub page, and they knew, you know, they knew I was streaming. So now I'm sticking over here. That's the goal. I was so mad at Twitch because they never gave out like, if someone says, hey, I want to be notified when this person goes live, then you should notify them. I don't get any notifications for any of the streamers I follow on Twitch. Like, I'd have to be sitting on Twitch 24/7 to get notified, which I just don't do, and I'm sure a lot of people don't. and I'm not a big numbers person. Like, it's not the number of people. It's between 0 and 1. Like, I've had Corporal come in. I've had Han. Well, he's Han, I think, on this platform. But I've had like 4 or 5 people come in and just be like, "Oh, hey, you're streaming. I didn't know you streamed over here." Like, I haven't seen your stream for like months. I didn't know you were still streaming. Seriously, a comment I got. So I moved over here where they actually tell people that I'm streaming. But even though I'm committed, I'm not expecting to get an audience or even get. If I get like 3 people that are interested in what I'm doing, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. I don't think I'm interesting enough to watch for a while. You know what I mean? Like, I'll keep my streams to like 2, 3, 3.5 hours. I'll have like interactions from like a couple people, and that would make me happy. That would make me happy. So that's not much. Being able to talk to someone about a game that I love is enough. That seemed to be the magic word to get my queue to pop. And I like making YouTube videos, so why leave a platform that I'm already planning on using? I can't upload videos on Twitch. You used to be able to, but they took that away from you, and it's partners only now. So, I'll come over here. I don't have to be a partner. I don't have to be a big channel to be able to upload my videos and edit and do all that. I can do it all over here. And I don't need Twitch to give me the time of day. New to this one, but I think I got the gist of it. That's good. We're good. What are you? You're... A DPS will do fine. Even if you die, we'll win. I'm not wrong. This is just the first Eden, so... Literally... Pretty easy. It's all time-based stuff. So, in this one, you get buffs, and it'll freeze time. Yeah. So you want to just watch the timer when your buff will actually go off as opposed to... Or debuff when it'll go off. As opposed to when you think it will. And just avoid the floating heads. This is the first Eden raid, so... The first raid of the expansion. I mean, besides Titania and the Crown, which is just a single fight raid. Not like this where it's a series of 4. So this is a spread out mechanic. And this is a stack in mechanic. I love when everything happens at the time that you expect it to. And this is a spread out mechanic with a stack in mechanic. So this is a spread out mechanic, but you don't actually have to spread out yet. See how they all got paused? Now you want to spread out. Now you spread out, or you just stand there. It's a pretty interesting fight, but it's not hard. I haven't done that yet. I'm sure I will. I've had someone in a dungeon do that. They asked for us to kick him so he can come in and queue as a different class. That has happened before. So this is a spread out mechanic, but you want to stay here because the stack up mechanic is going to happen, and we need everyone stacked before the spread out mechanic occurs. So everybody stack up. And then we spread out. We don't run with each other, hopefully. Rezzing is a lot of it. You're Probably because you've been pressing it. Don't die. Compared to the fourth fight, this is literally nothing. Yeah. It's an offbeat mechanic, that's exactly what it is. Like, this is when you think it's gonna hit, but you have to wait until it actually hits. Yeah, nice. Can't even res anybody else. These are stand-in the mechanics. And of course that's gonna pause, so we don't have to rush over there and stack. We just stand in those and then wait for the thing that stops. I have the hiccups, it's awful. This is a spread out mechanic, but we don't do that yet. It's a stack up mechanics. There it went, and now we spread out. This is a you get pushed and also stand defense. The cure for hiccups? Is that a thing? I didn't know there was a thing. When I was little, like smaller, this is a don't look at that guy mechanic. He's ugly and will turn you to stone. But when I was little, I had hiccups that actually hurt my esophagus because my esophagus is really small. So I would have loved to know that then. But it isn't hurt anymore. Don't look at that guy and avoid the red line. I don't remember that ever going off at the same time. His ability still on top. Oh my god, you gotta do that? Dude. I don't remember that ever going off. We might be killing him faster than we usually would. That's probably the case. I'm so tired. I can't believe it's 1 o'clock already. I feel like it's not 1 o'clock. It's probably, I don't know, maybe 10. I was really tired when the stream started, and now I'm not. Oh, that's pretty cool. I should try that next time. Don't leave the no, you don't leave the stack. Holy crap. That guy did say he was new. We spread out. That guy did say he was new. I got a little prematurely angry. It's just because this raid's been out for a while, so I haven't had a bad group for a while. Oh, we're not coming. I will try that next time I get hiccups. I went away. Lobby's like this huge move that you can do. See the bars up here, the limit break bars? Once they hit 3 in a raid, it's usually when they get hit. But yeah, you want to make sure that it actually goes off. You want this one, Samurai? Both kind of got hit by that. This is a time when like a chat would be good. Like, hey, do you want that one? You won't even move. It's a random. 3, 2, 1. Stack went off. Now whisper. The dude's getting used to it. Hybrid mage. He's doing well for his first time. He didn't kill the entire raid yet. That's the thing that happened on the first week is we had a bunch of people that didn't understand the mechanic and would kill us all. Because you can actually kill everybody else. And I rest the red mage. It's pretty good for him to be able to learn the fight while alive. Oh, okay. So it's the eye mechanic. I'm standing back here. So this is the limit break. I think the dancers actually used it. Woo! That limit break. So it brought him down 3%. I think. That's a lot of damage. You want to use it usually to kill him, so it was a little premature, but it's fine. Okay, use that. I was like, okay, you get that one and I'll get this one. Nope. Someone's already in it. Yeah, that's pretty much raiding in Final Fantasy XIV. Lots of things to pay attention to, make sure you pay attention. But that's what makes it so exciting. Raids in WoW with me have kind of been feeling very repetitive. So it doesn't feel really repetitive anymore. Our tanks were good. Alright, we were aiming for the gloves now because we got upset with those. The belt and the bangles you only need 1 token, but the gloves I think you need 2. I hope I actually get those gloves, because otherwise I'll have to do this again. And I don't want to. Music is pretty good. Yes! Alright, that's 2. Do I forget how many tokens you need to actually get the gloves? I don't remember if it's 2 or 3. I think it's 2. I'll go see. Time to go see. I got 2 player commendations too. Nice of them. I didn't die once. And he only shouted once. The Umor music is really fun. Let me actually go on my summer. Yeah. So I can see the different... Yeah! Okay, you only need 2. Sweet. Let's equip those babies. Ooh! Those actually look really good with the set. Eventually this set will end up in my glamour box, so I can glamour 2 parts of it. Yeah, the raids are really good, I agree. The Eden raids are really fun, really solid, and of course the Savage adds on a whole extra part of the raid. So, definitely solid. I'm gonna go check my retainers and then I'm gonna go to bed. Because I'm freaking tired. But yeah, this game is absolutely massive. There's a bajillion things you can do, and you literally... People that say that they're bored with Final Fantasy XIV and they have nothing to do are either lying to you or don't like a major part of the game that they should be doing. Okay. I'm not making as much money as I would like. In order to post things on the market board, you can see here, this is how much money they've gained from selling stuff on the market board for you, because you don't actually go and sell stuff on the market board. This is where you buy stuff. You have to have retainers to sell stuff on the market board. And of course you can send them on missions. Each individual character is completely customizable. So this is one of my retainers. She's level 35 Fisher. I can equip her with full gear and glamour and everything. And all of the retainers are like that. You make the retainers from scratch in the character creation. It's pretty cool. It'll be good if you start playing. Blame me. I would love to be the reason why someone else is playing this game, because it's fantastic. Thanks for watching and coming. It was fun. I'm gonna go sleep now, and then when I wake up, I'll stream more. Sleep, wake up, stream more. Sounds pretty good. Well, I will see you later. Thank you for coming. And if you do play, it's my fault. I'd love to be someone's reason that they're playing.